stay tuned for more of Love Connection.
He says that his social life would be a lot better if he just stayed there. He likes to go to nightclubs to meet women. He admits that he's not as nice to his dates as he used to be. Please welcome Jim Preziosi. It's Preziosi, right?
Yeah, Preziosi.
How'd you used to treat your dates if you're not going to treat them that way anymore?
Well, I used to bend over backwards, take them out to nice dinner, and do basically what they wanted to do, and I always got abused after that.
Wow, what do you mean they abused?
I mean, sometimes, like, they wouldn't, you know, it would just be, like, ignore you during the middle of the date, or I'd be too tired to do something. You know, I work a lot of hours.
So now, what do you do now?
Well, basically what the rest of the staff that I work with, we've gone basically on the No Respect Underground 87 tour. And basically what that means is just no respect for women when you go out and meet them in bars.
I got a feeling that, does it work?
Yeah, a lot of times it does.
A lot of times it does.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, do you have a special way to meet women? I mean, it's if you have no hey, I have no respect for you, and I just want to know if you'd like to go out tomorrow night.
Basically you do, if you've ever seen the movie 9.5 Weeks, one of my biggest idols so far, the film year has been Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
And you do the Mickey Rourke approach, and believe me, it works. It's, you know, you basically just sit there and you don't care. You've got a you don't care attitude.
I see.
Basically with that.
Kind of indifferent.
Yeah. Thank you.
From the sound of the audience, it sounds like that worked real good.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the tapes that Jim saw. Now, remember, you're going to vote again, okay? First, it was ROBBI. She was born on an Air Force base in Germany. Her hobbies include painting and drawing, and she dates about every other night. She says that she got a big surprise on her last date, and here's what happened.
He took off his glasses and said, "Oh, this guy's good looking. Not too bad without the glasses." Took off his shirt and went, "Where did that body come from?" I mean, this guy had packs and had ripples on his stomach. I said, "Oh, you never know. Good things are hiding under funny stuff."
I'm glad he didn't take anything else off. I was waiting for this to continue. Next, it was MELISA. She enjoys horseback riding and spending time with her 5-year-old daughter. Now, she's been divorced for 4 years, and she admits that she's very hesitant about getting involved in another serious relationship. Here's a little more.
It's just hard to let someone, like, if they sit there and tell you, "Oh, you're the only one for me," it's like, right, but, you know, I doubt it. You know, so I don't tend to get emotionally involved like I may have in the past.
Okay, and finally, you watch Lisa. She loves amusement parks, and she dates about once a week. Lisa says that she'll be perfectly happy just being a housewife, and she tells us about the last man that she went out with.
We went to a friend of mine's party, and we were, you know, just walking around and stuff, and he, out of the blue, it was a brand new house, walked right through the screen door, and brand new condo and everything, and I was so embarrassed. I mean, everybody in there was just staring at him.
Okay, now those are the 3 women that Jim had to choose from. It's time for you to vote, decide who you think you should go out with. Who's your choice for Jim? All right, audience has made its choice. We're out of time, so we're going to find out who Jim picked and hear everything that happened on that date tomorrow. That's our show for today, and I'm Chuck Woolery. Hope all your dates are good ones tonight. See you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some of the guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following. Romance meets modern-day technology, where you hear all the intimate details of a first date. Sometimes our dates have a happy ending. And some other times, there's just an ending. But it's always unpredictable when 2 strangers meet trying to make that love connection. And now, here's our host, Chuck Woolery.
Welcome everybody at home. Let's get started by meeting our first guest. He's from Garden City, Long Island. He's not crazy about Los Angeles women, to say the least. He always tells his dates that his job comes first, and he rarely dates the same woman more than a month. Please welcome Jem Preziosi. How you doing? Fine, thanks. Have a seat. Okay. Now, what usually happens after a month?
What usually happens after a month is that either she gets sick of me or I get sick of her and break it off. Now, basically, what usually is that if I'm going to break it off, I'll usually say that, hey, I have to go back to New York for 6 months, or depending on the time of year, because air rates are cheaper now. Tell them you have to go over to Western Europe or something like that. And that usually ends it pretty fast.
You could just say you're going out of town.
No, Europe.
Western Europe.
Yeah, Western Europe sounds good.
Well, we're going to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Now, yesterday, our studio audience saw Jim's 3 choices. They voted for one. We're going to take a look at all 3 women again and catch you up. First, there's Robbie. Her hobbies include painting and drawing, and she dates about every other night. Dates a lot. Melissa's divorced, and she is very hesitant about getting involved in a serious relationship. Lisa thinks that she'll be perfectly happy just being a housewife. Now, the audience vote was recorded yesterday. We're going to get to that a little bit later on, but right now, Jim's going to tell us who he chose.
Who did I choose?
Who did
you
choose?
Yeah, I chose Robbie.
You chose Robbie. Okay. Robbie's backstage. And say hello to Robbie Campbell. Hi, Robbie. Welcome to the show. Just make yourself at home back there, okay? All righty. Tell me about the date. Yeah.
I got there about a half hour early, to be honest with you, because I didn't know how long the drive would be.
Yeah.
And
so no problems finding her place, right?
I did get lost, made a phone call and said, okay. You know, she gave me directions, got there. Very nice place. And she was upstairs getting ready, and she said, here's a bottle of wine. You know, I had a couple glasses of wine. And waited.
You still haven't seen her? You just...
No, I haven't seen her yet. Yeah. This is going on for about a half hour.
Oh, really?
45 minutes.
You're sipping on a wine and waiting.
Wine and waiting. And what happened then?
Well, she had to come down sooner or later.
She did come down.
Good. Either that or this is going to be maybe the strangest date we've ever had.
Yeah, you know. So then what happened was that I was wearing a tie. Now, I never wear a tie except at funerals and weddings.
I see.
Okay, and immediately she didn't like my tie.
What? Well,
I don't know, ask her. I don't know why she didn't like my tie, but she took my tie off and said...
Took it off?
Oh, yeah, she took it off.
First of all, I mean, I took his tie off because he spilled wine on it.
Oh, yeah,
I asked him, you know, why didn't you iron your shirt? And he said, well, I did. And I said, I can't tell. And I straightened out the shoulder pads on him, you know, they were a little crooked. And he had a beige tie on, beige shirt, beige jacket, beige pants, beige shoes. He was, like, really washed out looking.
Frankly, she wasn't good looking enough for her to give me that kind of comment.
She wasn't good looking enough.
I didn't know Daryl Hannah wasn't good looking because that's how he thought I looked. He said I looked like Daryl Hannah.
I did?
Yeah, I guess Daryl Hannah.
I don't know. Did I? I don't know.
Well,
I usually say anything.
You would know, but...
Yeah, I can't recall.
Yeah, well, now, I've never had anybody stand on the Fifth Amendment here. Or just
Fifth Amendment? Can I stand on the Fifth Amendment?
You can stand on anything you like.
Okay, stand on the Fifth Amendment.
So what happened next?
What happened next was we went out to dinner. I talked about my work a little bit, and she couldn't understand what I actually did or anything.
Hey, wait, hold on.
I really did. Honestly, I didn't know that I was going to be out on a date with Sunset Studios or wherever he works. You know, I would have preferred taking a nap on my pillow. But he talked a lot about his work and his sexual prowess, and
what?
I just kind of tuned out.
Said what?
I guess he's just a sexual kind of guy.
Well, what happened next?
Okay, basically what happened next is we had dinner, and she takes me out. Now, she drove.
She drove?
She drove.
If you saw his car, I drive.
Yeah. See, that's typical Californian, and, you know, female Californians. They judge you by what car and how you dress. That's an example right there.
I think personality has
Hey, I can't help it. It's true.
If I had to look forward to you in New York, I'd stay here in California.
Oh, really?
Well, what happened next?
What happened next? We went dancing to this club.
Yeah. Is he a good dancer?
Terrible dancer.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, he told me a choreographer taught him how to dance.
He did.
And I said, is that the only step he taught you? Because it's the only thing you've been doing all night, you know? Right. I couldn't believe it. I would have loved to dance with anybody else
Well,
there.
you admit that you're not a good dancer.
No, I admit I'm not a good dancer.
But really, during dinner, he
Yeah.
talked about how he's going to attack me in the parking lot. And I said, no, you're not. And he says, well, I'm going to attack you in your car. And I said, no, you're not. So we got in my car, and I said, how about a little after-dinner dessert? And he said, sure. And I said, how about a little kiss? And he, sure. He reached over to give me one. I stuck my hand in his face. I said, hold on. I dug around the back seat, pulled out this big Hershey's Kiss, and shoved it in his chest and left it.
We'll see now. Okay, let's get into this. Basically, that's real lame, and you know, she sat there on the video and says, "Hey, I'm fun, exciting." I mean, that's fun and exciting. You know, that's pretty lame to me.
I thought it was
But
cute.
you fell for it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did.
You told me that this girl, I mean, as far as you were concerned, was totally unappealing when you saw her. Now you're all over. What does that mean? I don't understand that.
Put a couple of drinks in me, and the crack of dawn starts looking good.
Let's take a look and see the audience, please. The audience picked Melissa, 40%. Well, if you'd like to ask Melissa out, we'll pay for it.
No, I'm going back to the bars.
Back to the bars. Okay. Well, Robbie, I'm sorry that things didn't work out as far as the love connection, but we have a nice gift for you. Maybe we'll see you again.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, as long as they don't look like that New Yorker.
So strange. Ken, sorry that things didn't work out for you. We have a nice gift for you as well, and we're going to come right back with another couple. Hang in there.